Well, hello and welcome to chapter 4 of my Christmas in St Ives reread. This is my festive e-novella. It's also a prequel to my novel Somewhere Beyond the Sea. I'm going to read chapter 4. Cozy up and enjoy. Chapter 4, Aggie. If you can survive working in a shop at Christmas, you can do anything. Seriously, you're a ninja, a UN negotiator and a circus juggler, and that's just for starters. You could argue that I have it easier than most being a coffee shop owner. I'm providing welcome respite to weary Christmas shoppers, a rest from the craziness and treats from the eyes and soul, right? Wrong. Right now I have 2 people complaining because their hot chocolates aren't right. One has too much cream, the other not enough. They look identical to me, but what do I know? I only own this place. I'm tempted to hand them each a spoon and tell them to sort it out amongst themselves, but that isn't how it works. It's my job to smile, apologise and resist the urge to slam their heads into the driftwood counter. No problem, I say, my sing-song tone deliberately chosen to irritate them the most. Let me remake those for you. Maybe you should, the bloke says in the most patronising manner as the little beat-nosed woman beside him nods in pathetic solidarity. They didn't know each other before I offended them with festive beverages, apparently. Maybe they'll bond from this experience, get it on, find a bit of joy and go away. It's only when I turn to the coffee machine that I let my sunny expression slip. Bloody idiots. Even the absolute worst of the high summer tourists aren't as rude as Christmas shoppers. Season of goodwill, my ass. I take a deep breath and turn back, all benevolent smile and angelic attitude. There, I say, handing the bolshy bloke the cream dispenser. Probably better if you put your own cream on this time, eh? He nods, eyes widening like a kid who's just been given the keys to a sweet shop, and I wait, taking more than a little pleasure in the thunderous explosion of cream that follows. Tricky little things, those dispensers. They quickly retreat to their tables, too embarrassed by their own mess to complain any further, and my smile becomes genuine. Don't get me wrong, I love my job and the vast majority of my customers are lovely. I live for my business and nothing makes me happier than a room full of satisfied customers. The awkward beggars just seem to come out of the woodwork this time of year, that's all. Please tell me you started your peppermint Bart lattes again, says a familiar voice, and I turn to see Kerry Austin leaning on the counter. After the steady stream of difficult customers I've had this afternoon, she is a vision of loveliness, an almost Christmas angel right here in my coffee hut. She looks tired, but then doing what she does for a living, I'm amazed she can even stand up at the end of the day. Christmas shoppers are nothing compared to a classroom of kids. Just for you, Bird. My cousin sent a bag of Ghirardelli peppermint bark chocolate from San Francisco yesterday. I reach under the counter and drop a handful of brightly coloured chocolate squares onto the counter. She rips one open and bites into it like it's manna from heaven. Ag, you've saved my life, she breathes, eyes closed. I chuckle and fill a coffee arm with rich dark ground coffee, attaching it to the coffee machine and setting 2 coffee shot glasses beneath to catch the glossy espresso as it drips down. Tough day? You could say that. David? I can't imagine how awkward having to work with your ex every day must be. Poor love. And the rest. What's up, lovely? She bats away the question with the empty chocolate wrapper. Nothing that can't wait till Monday. I'll be fine. I just need one of your magical coffees and then it will all be okay. I give her the time it takes to steam the milk to let her enjoy her chocolate without any further probing. She'll tell me when she wants to. So much of being a good barista is waiting, not just for the milk and espresso, but also for customers to share what's on their minds. I'm as much an agony aunt as a provider of refreshments. Add that to the list of necessary superpowers for this job. Have you heard from Lou? She asks finally when her festive drink is ready. Only about 200 times this week, which for him is quite quiet. He seems really stressed about the Christmas festival this year, more than usual. All of us love Lou dearly, but Kerry's right. This year he's been like a terrier with a slipper. Personally, I reckon he just becomes more obsessed every year. I mean, he wakes in the middle of the night sweating about tinsel shortages and Father Christmas getting lost at sea instead of heading into the harbour on a lifeboat. He's decided he's in a competition with the festival in Penzance. For some unknown reason, he thinks they're sending spies into our volunteer teams. It's nice to see Kerry laugh after her worryingly downbeat entrance. Seriously? Why would they ever do that? Search me. Maybe they think we have some top secret formula for fairy lights. You know Lou, when he gets a crazy idea in that head of his, not even a force 10 storm can shift it. I watch her closely, proud of the calming effect the drink I make is having on my friend. When I make a difference to somebody that appreciates it, this is the best job in the world. You are coming tonight, aren't you? Of course. After the day I've had, I can't wait to talk Christmas plans all evening. Her smile frayed a fraction. Want to talk about it? She considers my question for a minute, eyes drifting from me to her latte. Then she shakes her head. Nah, better not. Thanks for asking, though. I grab a cloth from the machine and wipe the counter. My pleasure, all part of the service. I love talking to people, being granted a snapshot of their worlds as I trade coffee for conversation. But lately, I felt a glimmer of jealousy when my customers talk about their worlds. Not because I want their lives, but because they have a life beyond the well-loved wooden walls of this place. For so long, all I wanted was to be here, to call this my own. But I started to notice the light between the gaps in the weatherboard cladding, the slivers of outside world peeking in at me as I work here every day. It's almost as if my beloved business is giving me a glimpse of something else. I don't ever want to leave here. I've worked my butt off to make this coffee hut a year-round success, which is a big achievement in this town, but I feel like the world is passing by at high speed outside my door, and I'm scared of being left behind. Christmas makes it worse. I don't mind being single at all. Compared with my last relationship, every day on my own is a gift. But there's always a point during Christmas when you suddenly realise everyone around you is talking to someone else, zoning in on a part of their world you're not party to. Christmas magnifies aloneness when people are celebrating love all around you. It won't always be like this, I know, but this year I feel it more. Like the winter cold slowly seeping into my bones. I think I want more from my life. I don't want to only exist behind this bar forever. I feel like the wind is changing, like something new needs to happen. I just wish I knew what that was. So there you go, that is chapter 4 of Christmas in St Ives. If you enjoy it, the ebook is currently 99p on Kindle. I will be back with the next chapter very soon. Thanks for listening.